So at the bottom left position is the yellow Protoss, we will have lancerx, and at the right side is orange Terran, will be koget.
Funny enough, Hero Gambit is pointing out that even if Koget wins this game, then the next map is Terran Break Ridge. So
nice, nice. We just love Terrans here at TLS.
all right. Now, okay, so you mentioned that you can't go for the 3 base turtle style, but to be fair, Koget basically had the. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. As you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying that you can still do a few interesting things. For example, since you have the mineral only at the back, a very heavy vulture with just a few tanks push is something that you can definitely pull off on this map. And because there is no ramps, it's a lot more difficult for the Terran to engage properly into something like that.
You mean the Protoss?
Yeah, because usually when you have a ramp, you can still like walk back the ramp and basically use it as a choke where vultures can only deal damage to 1 dragoon. But if you have them all open, then basically the vultures take down the shields of the dragoons, and then the tank finish them off. Yeah. And because you're pumping up vultures so fast, you can still reinforce for later on zealots.
Even something like vulture drops in the back, I think would be quite fun. You know, just dropping on that back mineral only area and then you're running around the vein. I think you can even shoot the mineral line from the high ground there with vultures. They have enough range. Yeah. So all that kind of good jazz would be quite cute. But we're going to have a wall in here from koget. We actually see two kinds of walls generally on Medusa. You can either make a 1 depot, 1 barracks wall in between the main and natural, or you can do this thing that koget's doing here. With the 2 depots and barracks, and that will be nice and tight, and he can just expand behind that.
Do you think that lancerx is gonna go for the, what is the 10-15? I think it's called.
Well, interestingly, by making this wall here at the front, koget's making himself very vulnerable to that kind of build. But because there's a second pylon already, it's actually not going to beat this. If you want to go 10-15 gate, you actually don't build the second pylon until after the second gateway.
Okay, got it. Now, one thing though that it's kind of interesting, when you do this kind of expansion that koget is doing, because you are actually sending the SCVs like up to the front, you lose some mining time, and I think most Terrans like to be really efficient, especially the Korean scene. Yeah. So they don't like really to do that.
Yeah.
But this means that basically you can use just 1 Marine if there's a Zealot coming. So, and it is actually a Zealot, so it's still okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like, basically, Koreans stopped walling in TVP because they're like, my Marine micro is so good that I don't care if your Zealot comes in, I'm just going to out-micro it. And you're like, okay, well, you know, I guess you can do that if you're that confident. I think it's the same reason why... It's the same reason why Koreans in ZVZ, they never in-base 12 hatch. If they're going to 12 hatch, they always put it in the natural. Yeah. They're just like, well, you know, there's no point. My Zergling micro is going to be good enough that I'll just defend it, whatever, it's fine. Whereas foreigner players tend to do the in-base form. So it's that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make a huge difference. It's a very, very minor thing. You're correct. You definitely lose a few minerals. And the other thing, obviously, is you know, if you do get 10-15 gated or something like that, you have to pull your SCVs a really long way to repair.
Yep.
But otherwise, you know, if we have a standard opening like this, it's not a big deal, and obviously you deny any kind of scouting information from your opponent.
Why is lancerx mining the minerals at his temple? That's something I mean, is there a point to that?
I guess he doesn't want an SCV to be able to push a vulture in.
Is that... I mean, that's actually quite hard, right?
It is hard, but I think now that there's only 1 mineral patch here, it's pretty much impossible for a vulture to get pushed in. Whereas if there had actually been both of them, you could put a vulture in between and slide it through with an SCV, which is actually really annoying, and obviously provides a way to scout. So that's probably what that's about.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Okay, so a small attack is going to be coming. Koget, I think, should be able to deal with this without too much trouble.
Yeah, the tank's out already, so this is just going to be a minor annoyance. It will provide a distraction as well for this probe to actually slide its way through using a pylon and push itself through the minerals as well on the other side. I should probably do that now while koget's still distracted.
Oh, that's actually out of range.
Oh, that's interesting. It actually needs another SCV to repair.
Yeah.
A little bit dangerous.
What the? I'm actually gonna rewatch this replay because I think for a second the tank was about to shoot, but it canceled the shot.
Oh.
I saw the flash, but nothing went off.
That's interesting. I mean, I know that sometimes they like turn their heads, but if you move out of range, they don't shoot. I've never seen it actually flash without shooting.
Wait, is it gonna break? No, I don't think so.
There's very little chance. It's not quite enough DPS, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice try though. I mean, basically you need 1 SCV per Dragoon shooting at your building to repair at the same rate. So I mean, he tried to get away with trying to snipe it down with the sudden burst there, but no dice.
He's still bringing in another 2 Dragoons. I mean, okay, another probe might try to... Oh, is it gonna get it? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, nice. Nicely done.
Look at the Marine. Look at the Marine. Is it gonna go there?
Even if it does, it doesn't have enough damage to actually stop
Yeah.
from scouting, so...
If it stops, it does.
Okay.
Oh, a tank? A tank? Is it gonna kill it? Is it gonna get the scout? Okay, it sees at least the second factory getting built, so... not too much information, but... That's still... I mean, he probably would assume that if there were more factories, they probably would be closer to the probe, so... It does tell him at least that probably there's no more than 2.
Yeah, I didn't see anything like a starport or anything like that, so... There's no drops coming in. I mean, he is getting a... He is going for Reavers anyway, so that's going to be exciting. Hopefully it goes a little bit better for him than it did last game.
Well, in a way, because of this map and how it looks, since you have that big, like, ledge over the main, I would assume that you might get the Reaver there so fast that it's very difficult to react on time for the turn.
Yeah, it definitely... There's definitely more opportunities to harass compared to Fighting Spirit, but I mean, on Fighting Spirit, he can just try to break the front, which will be terrible.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do that in this situation. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he could potentially get maybe like both of these depots for free if he drops like kind of. Well, actually, no. There's tanks on the top, so I'm not sure if he could get a great position here. And obviously, killing a depot is not the best thing in the world anyway. You want to go for the SCVs, so probably not gonna go for that. Oh, he's actually getting shuttle speed.
Wait, what? That's surprising.
Huh.
Oh, it gets scanned.
But he
Not
cannot
the
see the speed.
The need for speed. I have to say though that with 5 factory build and already building Goliaths,
Yeah, getting Goliath in range as well. So even with speed, it's gonna be really difficult for that shuttle to actually do anything.
Yeah.
I like the starport on the high ground as well.
Because he scouted it. lancerx knows, he can say.
Oh god.
If speed finishes and he goes right away then, I wouldn't be surprised if lancerx said, but were you prepared for Reaver with speed? Oh, the Marine.
Run, Marine! You can just drop the Reaver and kill it. Nope. Oh god! Oh god! He should kill this Marine, it's providing vision on the high ground.
Yeah. But at this point, yeah, you definitely don't want to lose those units. Especially because he went for another Nexus. And at the same time, he was kind of slowing down his Gateway explosion. So, if that Reaver went down, then this 5 factory push might have killed him. It's like not instantly, but would be really, really difficult to hold off.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, as it stands, he's still gotta be a bit careful. He's actually blowing up the temples with the Reaver.
I think it's a good idea. I mean, it's always good to have another entrance to your opponent's base, so why not?
That's gonna take so long, though.
Yeah.
With just the one Reaver? Yeah, he doesn't actually have time to do that. Oh, but speed finishes. Here we go.
And the army actually was moving out, so there's nothing in the main.
Oh god, Debo! Debo! Debo number 1! Debo number 2! What?
It didn't have scraps because it was using everything on the temple.
Oh god! Fail fish. Wait! The SCVs are coming back, they're stacking! The SCVs are stacking! Debo! Oh! Okay, I have no idea why you would come back with a stack of SCVs when the Reaper's still there.
Oh, but the push is actually being continued at the same time, which is weird because you have some units attacking and some trying to defend it. Oh no! Flies through the turret!
Thanks to the speed, it survives with 1 turret shot worth of health remaining.
Yeah. And now the temples for the Protoss are being destroyed.
There are 2 goons here that are lost. They will find themselves when this thing dies. But man, look at this. Barely any SCVs left in the main. A few being transferred back from the natural, but a very low SCV count now. Really, really nice scarab there for lancerx. Puts koget sort of semi all in here, actually.
As long as he can actually deal some damage and get a good position, he can still continue with a normal game. But yeah, you're right. If he doesn't get really good engagement right now, it's going to be tricky. And Speed for Zell is just finished, so it's going to be even harder now.
But at the same time, this is such a nice push path for the Terran. Look how narrow this is. It's so narrow. It's on the high ground. It's going to be so hard for Protoss to actually engage this. This is actually really bad.
You need. I think you need Storm for this. It's so tricky to try to break this kind of move.
Yeah.
Wait. Wouldn't you counter the Terran main when they're doing this? Because their army is going to be really slow trying to move through all that area.
But that just leads to like some insane games like base race style things. And the problem with base racing a Terran in this kind of situation is you can actually just lift everything and just run to his army. Yeah, it's actually okay.
You're right.
I don't know. I would be. I mean, that's definitely a valid point, but I would be a little bit scared to base race the Terran. Oh man, and the Reaper getting picked off straight away. I don't know where the shuttle is.
Well, I think it died, but even if it didn't, the Reaper is not going to kill that much in this position because it can shoot some front units, but eventually the tanks are going to get it.
And some units dying to mines in the middle of the map. The only good thing is that, thanks to these observers, he has complete vision of the army, but there's not much you can do about it. I mean, look at this, it's a narrow corridor. This is a Terran's dream push path for mech.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some Terran designed this map.
Oh man, and a bunch of units suiciding themselves, trying to get up this ramp here. Oh god, what can lancerx even do in this situation? I don't even know.
I'm telling you, you need Storm for this. And in a shuttle, because you wouldn't get any close with, I don't know, with normal pathing for this. You wouldn't get in the ground, you wouldn't get there.
Well, he's sending some units to back. Is it to backstab or is it to flank? Oh, he's managed to catch a few lead tanks unsieged here. Gonna grab a few tanks for free. He needs to pull back now though with the Zealot's dead.
And that was back.
Oh man, oh he's coming in from the flank. The flank's a little bit slow though. The Dragoons at the front need to wait a little bit. Now they need to come back in. The Zealots coming in. Dragoons at the back. He might actually get this with the pincer. It's gonna be really close. Oh, there's just like a few tanks left. Shoot the tank. Shoot the tank.
Oh come on, that should have worked. Yeah, this is a nightmare trying to go through here. Like, you're not gonna get a good engagement unless you have splash.
I'm amazed he got it down to just 1 tank though. That's actually really well done. And he's got an expansion starting at the 9 o'clock. Meanwhile, Koget's got his own mineral only. But oh man, can he snipe the tank? He gets 1 tank. Nice.
Yeah, but that amount of Dragoons is not even gonna stop this, even if he unsieges and just moves. So.
It's true. Well, he's got a whole bunch more Dragoons at his rally point now. He's just gotta bring them back. But oh man, the tanks, they're on the Nexus now.
Yeah, and they're actually shooting as well at the main, so.
Oh god, that's true. He'll lose his support bay. Desperately needs to clean this up. Is he just gonna give this up? No, he can't give this up because then his main's gonna fall.
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst part of this because yeah, you lose a base, but you're also losing the main and every single gateway. Or
oh, he's coming in with the Dragoons
and the Reaver and the shuttle.
The shuttle's not doing anything.
No, there's coming.
Oh, it's dead. Oh, and the mines, but maybe he's got it. Oh god, the mines.
This. Oh man, this is painful actually to watch because lancerx was doing actually pretty good, and then boom.
GG.
All right. So, well, actually, I have to say though, Koget did make the best out of it, right? He understood the map. He knew that that was probably the best way to go, and it worked.
Yeah, but man, I feel sad for lancerx because he got the money scarab,
Yeah.
on the STV line, and then just sad times. But thankfully for him, it is Terran Breakridge coming up.
Yeah, Harold Gambit reminding us.
So and we are going to cast that game. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have to say though, this map has so many crazy things that I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna try anything crazy because it makes sense, right? There's so many things you can try here that.
Yeah, that's the question. Are we going to see the cheese coming out? Are we going to see the late game carriers? The mass recalls? What is it going to be?
Oh, my camera seems to be going blurry again. Well,
yeah, I think the connection's just not that great.
Yeah, it just Skype.
It's just Skype. It's all good. Oh, and before we start this game, since I believe this is going to be the last game of the day, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors. Thank you for reminding me, Catspaw. Of course, Rustbrain, our amazing sponsor, giving us a $2,000 prize pool for this tournament, which is pretty amazing. And of course, huge thanks to the Team Liquid admins for hosting up the tournament, doing all the organizing. Yeah, and thanks to all you guys for tuning in, watching some Brood War. Hope you guys are enjoying the tournament so far. And with that, Heartbreak Ridge.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is our first game of the day on Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Well, let's see.